I'm Nicola from Spring Street.
I'm Tim Curtis, proper cycling. I guess about 18 months ago, so where are we this year? We're January 2018 right now. 18 months ago, I was having a conversation with the newly installed, appointed Chief Executive of Bradford Council, Kirsten England. I'd gone for a breakfast meeting with her. I'd put the cat among the pigeons in the meeting, and I'd made a good impression on Kirsten, and we were already friends, and we became better friends. We had this breakfast meeting, and she said, I'm coming to work in Bradford. She introduced me to the new Chief Inspector of Bradford, and she said, what can we do to animate the new cycling superhighway that's about to open, as was at that point. She said, I think I've persuaded Tom Rawdon, who's her counterpart at Leeds, the Chief Executive of Leeds, to come and ride with us, because we're both part of this overseeing committee that's funded this bike route, and people know that I cycle, but no one's ever seen Tom cycle, so let's see if we can get us both cycling. And her idea was that they start at either city and meet in the middle at Stanningley. I think it would be really great to make animals. And I said, well, I'd love to make animals. I think kids would love animals, but I can't make animals. I'm no good at drawing or 3D modelling animals. I really have to practice at it. And you go, I love them. I love animals. I love drawing birds. She got a sketchbook out. She made me try and draw some stuff. That caught the imagination of not just Kirsten England and Tom Rawdon, but Christian Prudhomme, who's the director of the Tour de France, who's a big deal in the world I like in cycling.
Yeah. The combination of Christmas, the bike ride, us talking about reindeers, it all sort of came together quite easily in some ways. Let's just do it. Let's just make a reindeer. Let's forget about the money. Let's forget about being paid to do this. Let's make a reindeer, make it amazing, and then show it to people, and people will want to do this. This is a frame that my lovely friend Tim Curtis made. I've made the frames for all the others, but Tim's been really kind in helping to build this, and he's sort of developing and honing his willow skills and doing a great job. Okay, this is pure sheep's wool. It's cleaned sheep's wool. It comes in a blanket. It's clearly heat pressed together. The surface is a little bit too neat and rough for my reindeers. Also, it's very, very dense and heavy. And if it fills with water, it's going to cause a lot of problems for people cycling with them. So I split it in half so that I get a much softer surface and also a slightly lighter finish. It was really difficult to ignore the fact that they were something that was very engaging and something that was fun to play with and something to be around and use. And
that's true even when walking through Leeds and on the train with them.
As you guys
but also for some people it was a little disconcerting to see the beheaded reindeer in the studio at the moment. 8 beheaded reindeer just sat on the side.
Also that sort of slightly tricking people to getting on bikes. They're not riding a bike, they're riding a reindeer.
It's alright, am I okay?
Yes, I'm Kirsten England. I'm the Chief Executive of Bradford Council. Oh, it's a fantastic opportunity to do a number of things. We're going to be raising money for both Lord Mayor's appeals. That's the Lord Mayor of Leeds and the Lord Mayor of Bradford. They have a year in which to raise money for good causes. We'd like to help them with that. I think they're inspirational. I think they're fabulous. I'm looking forward to seeing how they affect the bike as I ride it. But I think they're really impressive. I'm hoping to get, not maybe Rudolph, but, Dancer.
Well, I should be really, really clear that we're not racing. We're just on a social ride. There's not going to be a winner gets to the end. It's more of a social, fun ride for fun's sake rather than a race event. Although we have got elite pro cyclists, so if we were going to race, I think those 2 women's pro cyclists would beat me into a cocktail.
My name's Sophia Patrick. I'm Gabriella Shaw. Tim contacted us while we were at the Tour de Yorkshire launch a few weeks ago and asked us if we wanted to get involved in something like this. So we said yes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Leeds has shown with the triathlon that we can hold world-class events as well as the Tour de Yorkshire finishing here before.
Yeah, I'm Tom Reardon. I'm the Chief Executive of Leeds City Council. It's funny because the cities are only 8 miles apart, the city centres, and we're separated by a field in Carverley, but actually you know, there's lots in common, and if you put Leeds and Bradford together, we're bigger than Birmingham.
Let's move closer. Thank you. Well, thank you very much for coming and agreeing to do this amazing ride. I think you'll agree it's going to be a one-off, a unique experience. What we're trying to do is ride together as a group from Leeds to Bradford.
Are you all ready?
Yeah!
Good luck. I'm sure Bradford will be lovely when you get there. Thank you. Have a lovely tea. Right. Well done.
Making its way from our city to theirs. They'll be there in about.
I was fortunate that I was travelling with a group of people in a minibus, and we were supposed to be ahead of the cyclists, but we were behind them. I think for most of it, the traffic was horrendous. But just coming up and in the minibus and going past you guys looked amazing. And then we stopped and waited for you. And bizarrely, we saw this cyclist coming towards us, and we all got really excited. These guys who were filming got their cameras ready. We were all ready to take photos, and it was just an independent cyclist who had cycled past us.
Actually, being on the ride was great fun.
Yeah.
And we had 2 pro cyclists on the ride. I did have to keep slowing them down. Getting at the front to slow down. There are people here for whom this is the first time they're on the ride. Adam was pedalling Alana on a wheelchair propelling bicycle. Yeah. So you can imagine even a slight incline up to Army slowed you down. And Robbie Paul was really good sport. And he was great on the ride. You could tell he was a sportsman and did that banter thing. He kept everybody going and motivated on the ride. It was great.
Well, I think in general, I think it went pretty well as these kind of ride events go. We've had one accident where someone came off the bike and someone got a bit hurt. I'm really sad about that. I wish we'd had no accidents and I'd be even smilier than I am now, but in general it was a positive ride, a positive experience.
We're excited about these projects. We want to engage as many people as possible. We're very much inclusive. We want you to come and hire our costumes, our bike costumes. We want you to get on the bikes. We want you to enjoy them. We want you to pay us to do it, quite frankly. But other than that, we'd really like to engage with anybody and everybody who'd really like to come and enjoy the bikes.